Oh, we lost.
I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Hello.
Nice meeting you, sir. Don't load me up with too much homework, all right?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house, hmm?
I don't care. You decide.
Well, you'll certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuel, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission soon.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh, did we fail to mention that? Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the church.
Students of the Blue Lion's house are now playable. We got Dimitri, Dedu, Felix, Mercedes, Ash, Annie, Sylvain, Ingrid. Dude, a chunk of these were not playable. Like, you couldn't recruit them or anything. I think we only ever got 2 Blue Lions.
Professor Yuritsa told me the good news. Welcome to the Blue Lion House. I'm excited for us to learn and grow together. But for now, please, make yourself at home.
Our whole house has been buzzing since we heard you were getting assigned here. So, we're going to treat you to a welcome feast tonight. Assuming you're okay with the fancy offerings at the dining hall, that is.
On behalf of the Blue Lions, can I just say we are honored to have such a lovely young woman join our ranks? I mean that. And I can't think of a better way to get to know each other than gathering around the table for a meal.
Enough chatter. You're a mercenary, right? How's your swordsmanship? You must have some skill if the boar here gave you passing marks. But I won't know for sure until we cross blades at the training grounds. I'll see you there, before dinner.
That's no way to talk, Felix. You are being rude. Still, I must admit I'm curious as well. Rumor has it you're quite the exceptional fighter. I'm happy to spar with any of you. Frankly, this brings me right back to my old merc buddies.
Trade blows if you must, but please try not to injure each other.
The training grounds can be a little tough to find. Oh, why don't I show you the way later? Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. One wrong turn and you're up in the library staring down the tallest stack of books you've ever seen.
Yes, this is the largest monastery in Fodlan, so it's easy to get lost if you let your mind wander.
If you struggle to settle in, say so. You helped His Highness. We are in your debt.
Remember your mission?
We are to stamp out what's left of the Iron King's thieves. If I may, Professor, it seems a bit challenging for a first mission.
But their leader, Costas, has already been dealt with. If the Professor thinks us capable of mopping up the rest, I trust his judgment.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Professor... Oh, he's gone. Professor Yuritsa isn't much of a talker. Or easy to talk to, for that matter.
I'm certain you'll get used to him. He may be a touch curt, but he's not a bad person at heart.
Still, Bandit hunting right out of the gate? This is quite the mission.
After the events in the mountains, I hesitate to put His Highness in further danger.
You worry too much to do. Besides, we have a trustworthy new ally coming with us.
I've given bandits a dirt nap before, and I'll do it again.
Huh, well, I'm convinced.
Whatever the case, we should be doubly prepared.
So Thane's like, alright.
And we'll be counting on our mercenary friend here to assist us.
I won't let you down.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the knights.
It is time.
Yes. The bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Ro's land in the kingdom. But the knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some of our charges. I trust you will keep them safe, though I likely do not need to worry with an old hand like you at their side.
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission. Gather the others.
About time we saw some action.
Lost sight of them?
A shame to admit it, but yes. It's possible someone magicked the bandits away. But why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
Right, of course. We'll follow... Wait, what?
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
Professor Yuritsa, where are you going? Well, he must have deduced where the bandits are. We should keep pace.
Pathetic.
Professor, it does not seem wise to charge ahead without... What's this?
From the look of it, they're bandits. Or they were.
Dead by my hand.
Whoa. Wait, so are these the bad guys we were after?
Most likely. I caught them trying to escape to that fortress.
Interesting. That must be their stronghold.
In that case, we'd better clean the place out before they harm the nearby villages.
They've got their tails between their legs now, so this should be easy. Let's go.
Whoa there. Doesn't this whole fortress thing raise red flags for anyone else?
I agree. If this is their stronghold, why are there no signs of life?
It could be a trap to lure us in.
We'll be heroes if we manage to take out an entire bandit outpost.
Felix
This
is
is the kind of
yeah,
stuff
I
I
like
live
that.
for.
Fuck them up.
I wouldn't go that far, but I agree we need to investigate, especially if something seems off.
The decision is not ours to make.
That's right. We're still on a mission after all. It's up to Professor Yuritsa.
And I say, enter the fortress. Dispatch any bandits you find.
But isn't it dangerous for us to go by ourselves?
There can't be more than a handful. You should have no issue. If need be, I will intervene.
2,000 soldiers later.
Yeah, you sound confident, but I've still got a bad feeling about this.
Brace for the worst. No guts, no glory, am I right?
Should things go awry, Your Highness, stay behind me.
If things go awry, I will fall back. And I expect the rest of you to do the same.
I'm more than ready for this fortress. Let's see if it's ready for me.
If the professor's with us, I'm certain we'll be fine.
Then it's settled. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Alright, we need people that haven't seen several yet. I can't okay, there we go. I was like, I have to be able to change Ash. Ash is level 41. Nope, there is no changing. It's gonna be Ash. Okay. Let's try not to play on Ash.
We'll put the bandits to rout. Follow me.
Or Shed.
Hey, we got intruders. I've awaited this moment.
Here comes whoever they are. Looks like we'll have to fight our way out of this.
I haven't had an axe land in a while.
Well, that was something. Moving on.
I made it. So this is what real battle is like.
I'm not letting you pass. My life depends on it. Now we know who to kill to open the gate. This is
Let's do this! I can still fight! No, not yet!
I think we'll have a really well-rounded squad.
Sorry, everyone. I tried to stop them.
The Lions on their own are fairly well-rounded. I think the only thing we're really missing is a strong dark mage. Sylvain can do that, but Sylvain's also your force point. But you got Dimitri on Lance. Didu is like your heavy knight. So Felix is probably going to be magical swordsman. Sylvain is magical lanceman. Ingrid is your, I guess it's flyer. Annie's your black mage. And you'll have Sedith and Flame as a healer, and a Wyvern Rider. Mercedes is also
I can get it open without one if you want.
Ash!
I'm exactly proud of that skill, but
You can do that? You've been able to do this that whole time? I saw that he could do this and I was extremely like,
Let's move. I was all ready to grab a nice haul from that chest. And now those intruders are all over the thing.
I can still fight!
I know who has the key.
No, not yet! I can still fight!
I need to place Dimitri.
This mission has gotten out of hand.
I shall take the lead. I suppose this isn't exactly a trap, but I still don't know what to expect from where.
It's an old structure, but very well built. These ruffians are lucky to have such a perfect hideout.
There. We've taken control of the fortress. Now, let us have a look.
Ash, can you do me a solid?
I'll do my best.
Look around.
Search the basement. Something's amiss.
Let's take it for ourselves.
Hey, there's a prisoner down here. She looks like an academy student?
Are you here to rescue me?
Are you all right? What are you doing here? Never mind. We can discuss that later.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't let the girl escape, or Kranya will make us wish we were dead.
It's not safe here. We must take the girl and run.
They're after the girl. Well, we shook this hornet's nest, so it's on us to keep her safe.
Why is he so tanky?
Just leave me alone already!
More bandits? Perhaps.
Let's hurry up and get rid of them.
That should do it. Hurry.
Stand down!
Sorry I'm slowing you down. Will this...
I must keep...
Still a little wobbly at the moment.
Now's our chance to give him the slip.
More bandits that eluded us. Leave none alive.
I'll do my best.
Ash has got him.
I got this.
Okay. We should be safe here. I mean, I hope we are at least.
All right. Who came in here and trashed my beautiful stronghold?
Did we beat Kranya and Golden Deer? I don't think we did. I don't think we saw her.
Hi there. I'm Kranya, but you can just call me.
And we didn't
the
deal with
lady that's about to murder you.
any. Yeah, we dealt with Solus, but that
Don't.
was it.
It's her. So be it. Kill her. Good. That's the last of them.
If you've got any pretty last words lined up, now would be the time. Not that I'm going to pay attention.
Stand down!
Alright, you asked for it. Release the creature we captured.
some sort of beast. Get ready, everyone. We have to take it down.
Attack in force. You'll never defeat it alone.
All the numbers in the world won't save me. I am here to aid you.
Take a breather.
This is going to be a long fight. Its strength fades. Don't let up.
They defeated a demonic beast? Impossible! Talus isn't going to like this at all. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay.
These names are wholly unfamiliar to me. But at least we won the day.
The Jew's out of here. Oh, the blue lion's banner looks quite green.
I'm glad.
How? I'm getting.
We should be safe here for the time being. I'm well acquainted with Professor Yuritsa, but the rest of you are this year's Blue Lions, I presume?
That's correct. But if I may, how did you come to be wearing our uniform? Also, how do you know Professor Yuritsa? Were you enrolled at the Officers' Academy?
She's one of last year's students. A Black Eagle.
That would make you our senior, but what are you doing in a place like this?
Well, I was just on the verge of graduation last year when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. In truth, I thought I'd never breathe fresh air again. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Monica von Ox, eldest daughter of the Empire's Baron Ox.
Yes. I think I understand. This all began when the knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase. Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be sure to smooth things over for you once we're back.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Alois?
Because the knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different? Not that I'm trying to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Yuritsa's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all's swell that ends swell.
Still, I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
You didn't?
We saw others in the fortress. People who were clearly not bandits. This is just a thought. But what if they were the ones truly in charge, and the bandits mere pawns?
Yeah, there was one real piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. I've seen all kinds of people as a mercenary, and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
You're on the right path. Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing as I already know.
What? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Well, the one who kidnapped me was Tomas the Librarian. I'm certain of it. I could tell from his gait, and how he held his staff.
I suppose he isn't the simple scholar you think he is.
Tomas? Impossible!
But Tomas has been at Garreg Mach even longer than I have. I don't want to believe it, but based on what you say, we've no choice but to investigate.
But Sir Alois...
Be on guard. If Tomas is in league with Kranya, he is dangerous.
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
Well, now things are getting interesting. Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? Why do you think she was at the fortress?
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend of yours?
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this point. Gone, vanished, lost. I remember meeting you, but before that, nothing at all. And yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling. I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection. It was simply pure emotion.
And here I thought I had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable! Oh, but I do love that about you.
And so, the knights have been ordered to apprehend Tomas. As it happens, he's been absent from Garreg Mach for the last several days. They are using this opportunity to prepare quietly, and intend to seize him upon his return.
Hard to believe someone within the monastery was working against us.
It's shocking, yes, but we have testimony from the very person he abducted, not to mention all the other evidence they found. No surprise they want to bring the guy in.
This could be our only chance to find out about his co-conspirators. So who is this Tomas guy anyway? You say he works in the library?
He used to help me track down all manner of obscure books. I always thought he was just a kind old man. Tomas is the last person I picture as a murderous kidnapper.
I asked around, and it seems he's been in his current position for over 40 years. Why he choose to lash out at the church now is beyond me.
Maybe his feelings aren't new. There could have been troubling signs for a while that we aren't aware of.
Even if that's true, what is the point of kidnapping a student? Ransom, maybe? The kidnapped student is from an imperial house.
Or maybe he wants to tarnish the church's reputation.
Well, look at you reasoning things out. Your new friends must be rubbing off on you.
Your Highness, did this man hire the bandits that attacked you in the mountains?
That's what I'm told, but I've yet to confirm it. There is evidence that seems to link them.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to feel a lot less safe after this.
You're not alone. Rumors are flying around the monastery about who else might be a traitor.
You'd think the church would do a better job vetting the people they employ.
Maybe it's not so easy to... Hey, do you hear that? Something's happening outside.
Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
Well, well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
I think he's here. I'll be back.
Shouldn't we take a moment to... Very well. We'll be right behind you.
There he is!
that man down there.
Lady Rhea wants to speak with you. I suggest you accept.
This doddering persona of mine will benefit me no further.
What is this?
Familiar, right?
Such hubris from mere vermin. You will pay for this.
Find him!
Right! What he did was just like...
Prologue. Crisis in Verdiad. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceres's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Dmitri elects to keep an eye on events from afar and not involve himself in the disturbance. Soon, however, an urgent message arrives from Verdiad, capital of the Kingdom of Fargus.
This is a succession issues, I think.
That was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shapeshifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where did these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
And now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
No, I simply wanted to check in after the unsettling events of the other day.
I kinda try not to dwell on stuff like that, but I admit I'm having more trouble shrugging this off than usual. It's gonna make my life a lot harder if my powers end up being evil.
Perhaps. And yet... how do I put this? Power is neutral. The good or evil of it comes from the one who wields it. For example, I possess extreme strength, and have always believed this gift was bestowed upon me so that I might protect others. And you used your power to save us, which means it cannot possibly be evil.
Didn't mean to fish for sympathy there, but, well, thanks.
My apologies if I overstepped.
I've been looking all over for you, Prince Dmitri. Her Grace the Archbishop is asking for you. She requests that you come to the audience chamber immediately. Duke Fraldarius has arrived for a visit.
Rodrigue.
Rodrigue is here? I'm on my way. Let us continue this discussion.
My other
later.
dad.
Hold on. What did you say?
I've only just heard the news, so I'm a bit hazy on the finer points. But it seems my uncle has seized control of the capital and declared war on House Fraldarius. All signs point to him wanting to stamp the line out entirely.
Whoopsie daisy.
That's Felix's family, right? They're one of the kingdom's leading houses. What does the royal family gain from eliminating them?
I'd wager it has to do with House Fraldarius supporting my claim to the throne.
The bigger question is why the Grand Duke chose to launch an offensive now of all times.
Whatever the reason, he must have decided to act before His Highness's coronation could take place.
I'm wondering why this
House
happened
Fraldarius is
now,
attempting to install me as their
in this
puppet.
timeline.
As such, he issued a written appeal to the Western Lords to help him
Is it because
rescue me
Elizabeth
from
Slither
the
got
Duke's foul clutches,
ousted
as
from
he
the
puts it.
church early, so they're making moves
In
elsewhere?
what cruel world would our noble house take the reins of a boor like you?
Don't ask me, it's his pretext.
So what exactly is going on in the
Guess
capital?
that's the tipping
You said
point
it's
all
been
around.
seized.
Oh dear. I do hope nobody there has been met with foul play.
He's in no position to engage such a move until I've been removed from the situation.
I say the Regent should be dealt with. I haven't heard one good thing about his leadership.
I've no intention of becoming a pawn in this game. All the same, I must return to Fargus at once. Dedu, you will accompany me.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Felix, I'm sure your father will contact you soon. For now, just wait for Rodrigue to weigh in.
Ash?
Sorry, it's just that Lenato used to be in the Grand Duke's service, so...
He is a man of compassion. It's not out of the question he'll be swayed to my uncle's side. Truth be told, we're not sure where anyone's allegiances lie at this point. So let's not hasten to conclusions, any of us. We must all keep level heads. I'm told you are sending the knights to help us, Lady Rhea. I do not wish to sound ungrateful, but are you sure you want to do that?
The Church of Seros cannot overlook this grievance.
Regrettably, many of our knights were dispatched elsewhere several days ago on another matter. However,
Yeah, Edelgard has
while we
most
may
of them.
lack numbers, we have put together a unit of considerable skill. It will be captained by someone near and dear to you, in fact. Someone well suited to a mission within the kingdom.
Catherine.
Someone near to... Ah, of course. That is encouraging.
Or Gilbert. Unfortunately, I actually think it might be
Since its
Gilbert.
very inception, we have watched over the kingdom of Fargus as one would their own child. When its peace is threatened, the Church has no choice but to act.
I have not forgotten your outpouring of aid after my father's passing 4 years ago. And
This is why it's really
I
fucked
swear
up that
to
in the
repay
Golden
that
Deer
kindness in full.
they were gonna turn their back on the church.
One other thing. A suggestion, if you will, from the Church.
Interesting. So she wants all of us to go with you?
Yes. This time, the Knights of Seros will be accompanying us, in addition to Professor Yuritsa.
Really?
Well, I certainly don't mind. But Annie and Ash, what about you?
You know I'm always behind you. But considering what it means for my uncle, I don't know. House Dominic's lands are surrounded by other houses that are likely to support Rufus's claim. If I join you, it could sour my family's relations with our neighbors.
I'll go. I mean, of course I don't want to get Lenato into any trouble. But I also know he'd want me to do what I think is right.
I'm sorry to place such a difficult decision on your shoulders, Ash. And what of you?
I'm in. The more time I spend here at the Academy, the more I miss actual fighting. Besides, I want to use my powers to help. After all, the good or evil of a thing comes from the person wielding it. Am I right?
Indeed it does. You have my thanks.
There you go again, throwing yourself headlong into the first conflict you find. wonder I have to keep stepping in to guide you. Still, we basically have no choice, so run wild, I guess.
I'll inform you of the details soon. Please ensure you're prepared by then.
Aye, aye, sir. Oh, Annette cannot go with. We'll be in Ferdiad before we know it. Guess I should see what the others are up to. Interesting. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of delicate political matters here in Ferdiad.
Got a second?
Hey, cheer up, Felix. Your dad's getting worried. I know how unpleasant it feels to have people make weird claims about your family. Don't act as if you have it all figured out. That sort of thing would never bother me. So So that's not what's bothering you. Why do you look like... Oh, crap. I choked. So that's not what's bothering you. Why do you look like you just got punched in the gut? Because a certain someone's indecision is making me sick to my stomach.
Not good.
Look, if you're that concerned about His Highness, you should just go say something to him. Why should the job of cheering him up fall to me? Papa?
Yes, nice day we're having.
Well now, are you a student of the Officers' Academy? I am Rodrigue Achille Faldarius, the very man at the center of the maelstrom we find ourselves in. You have my apologies for getting you involved in this recent discord. The name's Shez. I'm working with the Blue Lions, at least for the time being. Then we are well met. Military strength will be essential if we are to take the royal capital, so I'd ask you your aid in the matter, if at all possible. I really want this man to be a unit. My unit, in particular, but I don't think he will be. I think he's stuck in the Judith position of always around, but never in my pocket.
Oh, that's right.
Now that I think about it, I've heard something when we were leaving Garrick Mach. Evidently, Professor Yuritsa set out for the Imperial capital along with the Black Eagles, and if I'm not mistaken, most of the Knights of Seros had some sort of business which kept him from joining us on this mission. I'm certain it's not Academy related, but I wonder what Annie and the others are doing. Annie get the full education.
Well,
Are you sure this is okay, Ash? Lord Lenato was once a servant to the Grand Duke, after all. Yes. When he learned of the circumstances, he told me to hold on to what I believed was just. Lord Lenato is your adoptive father, right, Ash? He sounds like quite the man. Thanks. I just hope to be like him someday.
Let's give it a go.
Which is exactly what I'm going to do. What I believe in, Ingrid. Don't worry. Maybe you really are suited to be a knight, Ash. Shit. Exquisite old letter. I had business meeting coming up in Ferdiad, but that's been cancelled. It's hardly the time for that now. I'm sure you remember that the king was to meet with the leaders of Duscur, yes? Well, they were beset by attackers from Duscur on their way there. All were killed. Only the young prince made it. Someone marshaled an army and sent soldiers to raise Duscur immediately. In the meantime, Ferdiad is all in chaos without a king. Duscur really made a mistake here. They're all going to be punished for the actions of a few extremists. Still, considering what they did, maybe they deserve it. I suppose that means we can no longer trade with Duscur. Shame. There's gold to be mined near Guenhavois, and their blacksmiths are exceptional. No matter what, don't do anything until I return. Merchant's letter sent from Ferdiad. I loathe the Grand Duke. He tried to harm His Highness on countless occasions. His Highness's first campaign was suppressing the rebellion in the west. That too was a plot of the Grand Duke. Only because of House Fordarius did His Highness emerge unscathed. Assassination attempts continued unceasingly in the palace afterwards as well, and given what happened with King Lambert and Duscur, His Highness must be aware of the man's ill intent. Who's this blue dot that I've missed? Oh, Gilbert. Damn it, I knew it was Gilbert.
This way.
I am Gilbert, charged with commanding the Knights of Seros in the coming battle. Should the need arise, I hope you will rely on me. I will not permit any harm to come to the students of the Officers' Academy. That's good to hear. I can tell you know what to do with a sword. It is perhaps my only saving grace. However, that does not mean every one of the Blue Lions will be joining us. Yeah, I guess Annette must have had some reason for not coming along, huh? I suppose so, yes.
say?
Don't look so glum, Dimitri. Everyone fights with their family at some point in their life. You've a wit like a rapier. Perhaps I do well to pick up on a bit of that cheer. I had a missive sent to my uncle, but I wager I'll not receive a reply. Please continue with preparations so we can set out immediately if the fighting starts. Alright, guess I better get some rest before the fighting kicks off.
You have my thanks.
I see you've spoken with everyone. The consideration is much appreciated. We shall depart the moment everything is ready. Please be sure to rest until then.
The Duke has stamped out most of the troops who invaded Fraldarius. As things stand, a clash on royal soil and eventually within the capital is inevitable. As you are the only blood kin I have, my lord, I pray we might find a way to resolve this conflict peacefully. Bah, what rubbish. He sings of conciliation, but I know a threat when I read it.
This man looks like hell.
Shouldn't you take better care of a letter from your dear nephew, my lord?
Cornelia.
He's not expecting a reply. The creature means to slay me.
Your fear of Prince Dimitri runs deeper than I thought. You shouldn't have missed your chance 4 years ago in Dusker, or 2 years ago during the suppression of the rebellion. That's twice you failed to kill him.
I've learned my lesson. A lion's cub is still a lion, and one cannot slay a lion with a clumsy scheme. It's those monstrous eyes, Cornelia. They terrify me. The boy is a vicious animal, yet he attempts to feign actual grief that we can't find common ground. The aberrance of it shakes me to my core.
I understand completely.
Every night since I killed my brother, I dream a lion is ripping out my throat.
You'll run yourself ragged if you live your days in fear of revenge. You were meant to rule Fargus, and you have the power to make it so. Your royal army is the finest in the realm, and if I may be so bold, you also have me. Put your worries to rest, my king. Sleep deeply and without fear.
I'm so utterly tired. Tired of being afraid. Tired of what I've become. All of it.
This man is in rough shape. I didn't think we would deal with Cornelia so soon.
And how much longer until Talus gives the word?
Okay.
I know only that something is amiss in the Imperial capital.
Curse it all! I am not waiting 1,000 years for that doddering old fool to act. Rally the Western Lords and their troops, and be quick about it. Have them make ready to intercept that whelp.
As you command, Cleobulus.
Yeah.
According to our scouts,
the real Cornelia. They imply that in the houses, but I never knew who had been body snatched or not.
So they can use the townsfolk as shields when we take the fight to them.
So she's long gone. She was supposedly really nice and helped with the plagues and
Now that we know
stuff.
their strategy, our next move will be critical. A victory stained with the people's blood achieves nothing. We'll need to move our forces swiftly, but with caution. Dedu, has there been a reply from my uncle?
nothing of yet.
I thought not.
Your Highness, will you truly be able to strike Rufus down when the time comes?
I will do what is required of me.
Preparations are complete, Your Highness.
The people are waiting for you, Dimitri. Let's not keep them any longer.
No, we'd best not.
You're our commander, but you look like you're heading for a funeral. Could you maybe try not being so insufferable?
Apologies for my demeanor. I've more than a few things on my mind. But very well. Let's begin our final war council.
You look pale. Not keen on fighting your own blood?
Sadly, I saw this fight coming long ago.
Then what's the problem?
Now that I've brought the fight to the streets of the capital, I wonder if my actions are right. Most of the people here favor keeping the royal line of succession. That's because my father and the kings before him maintained peace inside these walls. But ever since my uncle seized power, the people have been forced to endure his licentious reign. Did you know they asked me to assume the throne before my time at the academy? They said only a true king could undo Rufus's misrule.
So why didn't you?
Because it would have divided the kingdom, just as it's doing now. Yet had I supported my uncle's claim, it would have been open rebellion. And the only way to prevent such a rebellion is to invade the capital and kill the regent. In other words, I cannot restore my grandfather's peace without first breaking it.
In that case, there's no reason to hesitate. You know fighting is the only answer here. You just have to accept it.
My apologies. I have a bad habit of agonizing over such things. And as all of you have come this far to help me, the least I can do is make an attempt at optimism.
Okay. Some of you can't stay unless you can. Oh, and yeah, you can. You can't because Annette's not here. Okay. But some of you shouldn't be. Some of you are gonna be. Oh, Sylvain's a Lance boy, right? Hold on. Here, a Lance. Healer sword. Okay, we don't need two Lance boys. Alright, time to figure out what our equipment situation is. It goes. We've only kind of just started. So not a lot is happening. There we go. You take that, Dimitri. Take this extremely powerful ring. Oh, are you gonna be punchy? That works for me. Take all of Viola's stuff away. She ain't coming. Felix. Oh hell yeah, you should just have Viola's sword actually. I think that's a great idea. The captains of the Knights of Zero Sword. You can only have E battalions? Felix, what the fuck? No, Violet doesn't have the Sword of the Creator in this one because she never worked for the church. But she has her dad's sword. Do you need to be fast? Ugh. I don't know. Oh, Ash. I have an amazing bow that I made for Iggy. And now I'm going to give it to you. Plus 30? Let's go. You need the dex ring. There you go. You can have Mary. Mercedes. There is. Once you beat the game once, you can unlock a bunch of stuff. So I am actually gonna get it. But I can't do it until the time skip though. I just don't have any good lances. I may have thrown them all in. Oh, awesome. And you're not here. Okay. Let's go.
As we feared, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields. What cowards!
And our first priority is to secure the people's safety. My uncle.
Stand down.
I'm not gonna play on my level 50 character. Jesus Christ.
Commence the attack.
Oh, I was like, Jesus, Felix, I forgot. I have already forgotten I gave him an incredibly powerful sword.
They're coming. Shore up the defenses.
I almost broke a sweat there. Next.
I'm going.
Perimeter is secure. Things should be easier now that we know our backs are secure. Open the gates and seize the town. And ensure no harm comes to the people.
Ferdiad is lost.
Oh no!
Hey, aren't the front gates still closed off? We should probably
How
open
hard
them
did
up so
Sue
we can
make
get
it?
reinforcements in here, yeah?
A fine idea. And if things go awry, we might need another way out. You like
That just sounds like lunatic mode.
Well, he's a bad one. Clearly, that apple did not fall far from the tree.
To think they would involve innocent people. We must end this battle as soon as we can.
I'm all right.
Yes, that makes sense. Ash, can you get that treasure chest? No, it's blocked.
Is this really the best the officers of Ether can offer? Disappointing.
I've awaited this moment.
weak against that man, but
Fling open the gates.
seems to have worked out okay.
Stole your thunder there.
Take a breather.
You're all right. Some nights we should have never let it come to this.
Do not blame yourselves. However, you seek to make amends. Lend me your strength and help me reclaim the capital.
That is what I need, more money. You right, game. Where am I going? Clearly not the right way. The map's too small. Felix, you'll figure it out. Just gonna run, keep going on Dimitri.
Forgive me, my lord.
No, I level everybody up legit.
Competent. Deal with this Viscount Klein.
I have not once leveled up anybody with the cash.
Worry not, Cornelia. We will save
I trained them all with the abilities because that costs. That's probably going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to, because the tactics place is completely built, so they can get all of those abilities right away, and that costs a lot of money. But I level them through the missions. If you just slaughter everything, you miss so much dialogue. What's a party over here?
Please, Your Highness, you must see reason. We are only doing our duty.
Take him into custody. I have a lot of questions to get.
Your Majesty, it's only treason. Why can't you understand? We'll take this rock.
This is just sad. Can we please hurry and get this battle over with?
Thank the goddess we were able to keep the people out of harm's way.
The town should be safe for the time being. Let's press on to the castle.
How do we breach the castle with the drawbridges up?
These people are hopelessly...
Yeah.
I'll do my best.
outnumbered. Unleash our units from the strongholds and crush them all.
This could be our chance. There are controls by the castle gates that lower the drawbridges. We can do so from within the strongholds.
Your Highness, the troops that escaped the castle have taken up position in the surrounding strongholds.
That won't do. We must retake them at once and ensure the town is safe for good.
You're here to rescue us. Give us the honor of joining you in battle.
Take a breather.
This area is secure. Not a moment too soon, it seems.
It's just a slaughter.
You told?
Don't do that.
That's the last of the strongholds. Things should be much quieter around here from now on.
Got you! Give it up!
Good job, Felix. Where is up?
And of course, the main entrance is blocked. We need to find another way in.
I got it, don't even worry
Now
about
to
it.
lower the drawbridge.
Good. Now, as we lower the other drawbridge, we'll be able to attack the enemy from both sides.
They underestimated the royal whelp. Time for someone to put him in his place.
God, I hope we can play as Felix's dad, and I hope they don't make me play as Gilbert
Let's get that
again.
bridge down. Where are the controls?
Please let me play as the
Now that we
dad.
have access to both the east and west bridges, it's time to breach the capital, corner the traitors, and strike them down.
This looks so fake.
My, this is your lucky day. I've decided that you deserve my personal attention.
Ah, fate. You truly are whimsical. Will today mark my death or his? Either way, this farce will finally come to a close.
Yeah, Cornelius hot. Crazy, but hot.
My turn.
Shiz. Disadvantage? No problem. The solution to that is to be 40 levels higher than everything else. You gotta hustle those buns, Felix. Gilbert walked right by me. Both Gilbert and Dedu.
If you want my head, then come claim it.
Dude, Gilbert abandoned me faster than he abandoned his daughter.
On our pride as knights, we will defend our liege to the last.
Oh shit, everything just spawned in.
My uncle seems determined to not surrender, which means he gives me no other choice.
Right, do you have to rule over men? When you're barely human yourself, you're an aberration. Nothing more.
I'm going.
I've awaited this moment.
Where is Dimitri?
Allow me.
Cordelia's here. Rufus is up there. Dimitri, which one of your family members do you want to kill first? I think it would be faster to do her.
We must strike.
They should have killed you at Dusker when I had the chance.
Oh, why the long faces? Does our hospitality displease you so?
I'm gonna warm her up for you.
Kill me. Avenge your father.
Bind that man and take him away.
Oh, I think Ash and Ches really gave Rufus the business. And Dimitri's taking the longest possible route to fight him.
That's more like it. It wouldn't feel like a real fight if I simply tore you limb from limb right out of the gate.
Don't let up. We can break her.
Little beasts. None of this would be happening if not.
I guess that is true. She married into nobility. If I remember correctly. I thought she was his aunt for a second. Or she is aunt by marriage.
Up in my fun again. But sadly, I must bid you farewell.
She's slippery, that one.
I didn't even get to fight Rufus. He died before I got there.
Your Highness, we are moving Rufus to a cell and preparing him for questioning.
Good, thank you. I will join you shortly. Raise your voices with me, friends. You fought hard this day, and now victory is ours.
I must keep aiming higher.
Gotta remember how this feels.
She is just a
I suppose I've improved.
I don't know why I thought she was his aunt. By marriage. She's just a mage.
No.
Got to get. Something you feel like saying?
No.
All traitors get put to the sword.
Wait, really?
It's his duty as king.
Final words?
Well, this won't fuck Dimitri up.
None for you. But tell me something, boy. Does it trouble you to slay your own kin? What a surprise. I did not think you capable of sympathy, craven monster that you are.
Yes.
But either way, I do what I must.
Well, to perish by your hand, it is a fate that I much deserve.
You can't recruit Sylvain or Ingrid in the other routes, so they're very...
Which leads the lords Elidor, Mateus, and Kleiman. We believe they, as well as many powerful Western lords, were accomplices in the assassination of the late king. Along with the Grand Duke, they seem to have received large sums of money and supplies from the imperial nobility.
God, this man looks like a foot.
Recompense for the assassination in Duscar, we investigated the link further. In 1171, the mage Cornelia arranged for a certain powerful imperial family to come to the kingdom.
That's the year when my step-uncle, Lord Arundel, brought Edelgard here in exile.
Correct. We think Lord Arundel and his followers were behind the matter. They have deep ties to the imperial household.
As I suspected. You're a clever man, Margrave Gautier. Well done.
Thank you, Your Highness.
If we continue wringing information out of them at this pace, we'll soon have a clear picture of what transpired.
My uncle's attendants must also confess to the slaughter in Duscar. But now that things have come this far, we can't expect the Western Lords to stay silent.
Please let me play as Rodrigue. Please,
we need a way to keep them far from power.
Oh, there are always ways, provided you're willing to keep all your options open.
Yes, I suppose so. Let us speak more of this later. For now, spread word of what you have found to every palace and pub in the land.
What Hopes has really done is tried to put the dads in a slightly better light, and that's like all the dads across the board.
Rufus was involved in the tragedy of Duscar.
I will not feed my people half-truths. They deserve to know.
I've always admired that candor, Your Highness. Yet such news is sure to create a degree of unrest in the kingdom.
So you suggest we bury the truth? Should it somehow come to light, the people's faith in me will be forever shaken. If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
Fine words, though I doubt they'll appease the people of Duscar. Nor the rest of Fargus, many of whom will not be so quick to forgive.
We thought you might say as much, which is why His Highness and I have devised a solution. I will resign the title of Duke and pass it to my heir.
Spare me, Rodrigue. One person with wild ideas is already one too many.
It's not wild at all, Matthias. Someone must bear responsibility for what happened in Duscar.
I was wondering.
We naturally seek to point the finger at His Highness, and we need him unsullied if he is to lead. Someone has to get down in the mud and bear the slings and arrows for him. Who better for such a task than me?
Rodrigue will abandon his title and work with Dedue to restore harmony between our people. I'm not asking him to take his life. Rather, he offered to spend it to set things to rights.
In that case, we've only to deal with the issue of the throne. I believe we should move forward with your coronation straight away.
I don't quite see how this helps, but
I agree.
Okay.
My time at the Officers' Academy was a valuable experience, but I belong here now. Obviously, Felix won't be able to return either. Have him come to me later, so I can deliver the news and an apology.
I've already had a word and told him what must be done. You've no need to apologize.
Yes, I have. As for you, Gustav, you'll also be staying here in the kingdom.
But I abandoned my homeland. There can be no place for me.
I have to go back to the church. continually abandoning my daughter.
I need your help. Lady Rhea will understand.
It would be my great honor, Your Highness.
Send word to the church and the lords. Count Galatea will be in charge of contacting the south.
Do we get to meet Ingrid's dad?
Now, there's another topic I'd like to discuss. I wish to reorganize my army. Since I have you all assembled, I'd like to hear your suggestions.
You're still working, Dimitri? Have you even slept since the battle?
Never mind that. There's a favor I've been meaning to ask of you. It won't happen right away, but I'm considering the formation of a new private army. I need someone to captain them, and I was hoping it might be you.
And what does the leader of the kingdom need with a private army?
I fear my uncle may have rubbed off on too many of my knights. I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's clear as day that bribery ran rampant. To rectify the matter, I'm looking into a complete reorganization of the army. These next several years will be an age of civil war, and I want to be surrounded with the best and most loyal soldiers I can find.
Well, that does sound interesting. Still, I'm just a regular old grunt. Why put me in charge?
Because this will be an army of commoners, not knights and nobles. A mercenary like you is far more likely to earn their trust than some stuffy noble who's never known a day of hardship. Please, allow me to be clear. This is not an order. If you'd rather return to the academy, you're free to do so.
Are you kidding? I'm in. Thank you, Dimitri.
Having put down Rufus's revolt and ended his uncle's life, Dimitri draws closer to the truth regarding the tragedy of Duscur, and also begins the process of ascending the throne. All the while, the Adrestian Empire deals with a fierce power struggle in its capital, Enbar, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Olmyran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home. Azure Gleam. To war. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. After ascending the throne, Dimitri labors to bring peace to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. With Edelgard ruling as the Emperor of Adrestia and Claude leading the Leicester Alliance, the three erstwhile schoolmates strike out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. The first tremors of a major upheaval rock the land as Edelgard declares war on the Central Church.
We don't get involved in that, do we? Or I guess this will be the aftermath. And we take in the church.
Pardon my lateness, Your Majesty.
Look at you, so polite.
Felix. I know your duties are many. Though, I'm afraid we could not wait for you to begin the discussion.
This is about the Empire's declaration of war against the Central Church, yes?
Indeed. As you're aware, we have already begun accepting refugees from Garreg Mach. But a few days ago, I received a confidential request from Seteth, asking us to protect the higher-ranking members of the Church, including Lady Rhea herself. Of course, we'd only meet this eventuality were Garreg Mach to fall. As it stands, we find ourselves quite literally stuck between the Empire and the Church. I'm not sure how much longer we can remain neutral.
If I might, Your Majesty, troubling as it may be, I believe it prudent for us to reject this proposal from the Church outright.
Woof. You can't do that.
Shelter will only serve to provoke an invasion from the Empire. This matter of the Southern Church concerns me as well, but I believe we have more important matters to be fussing over at the moment.
Your counsel is much appreciated, Viscount Elidor, but I assure you, things are not as cut and dry as you make them out to be. The mandate granted to the King of Fargus and all the lords who serve under him is given legitimacy only by the grace of the Church. Are we to renounce the very heart of this kingdom simply because we shudder at the thought of invasion? War will always come at one point or another, and some degree of suffering is purely inevitable. You know this as well as I, Viscount.
You dare speak of suffering, do you? When the blaze of war will not scorch your lands in the north as it does ours?
I would normally agree that those of us from the Northern Territory should hold less sway in this discussion. But if Garrick Mach were to fall, the war fronts would not halt in the west. Your Majesty, what of House Rowe or Galatea, or the others in the south?
Not a word from Count Rowe as it stands, but I did receive a missive from Count Galatea. It read, "My people are not fools enough to rejoice in the surrender of their territories to invaders. There is no morality in turning our backs on the institution at the very foundation of our lives. We must support the Church as they have supported us."
Your Majesty, we owe a great debt to the Central Church for their role in quelling the uprising 2 years ago. To not repay such generosity in kind would risk weakening the trust of your vassals.
And if that happens, we might find ourselves right back in the same mess as before. They lack the crest of Blaidd, but there's no small number of nobles who might crawl out of the woodwork claiming royal blood. The kingdom's already seen the turmoil and division such claimants can bring after the death of King Klaus.
But Duke Fraldarius, surely we are better served attempting to head off the very real and imminent war at hand, instead of debating hypothetical unrest.
I don't want my people to suffer the pain of conflict. But does anyone here really think the Empire will simply stop if we appease their every demand? Suppose we do let the Empire take the Archbishop. And suppose we accept this new Southern Church. Then what?
I imagine the Empire plans to install the Bishop of the Southern Church, Count Varley, in Lady Rhea's place. I fear I've heard nothing good concerning either the man himself or his teachings. They purport to be an arm of the Church of Seros, but the Southern Church is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the Empire at large.
In other words, rejecting the Central Church in favor of this new Southern one would be no different from flat-out accepting imperial rule.
Well,
it's hard to say just how they would treat our kingdom were such events to unfold. Though I imagine it would involve heavy taxation for the express purpose of bleeding Fargus dry and filling the imperial coffers.
Do you have something to add, Duke Fraldarius?
Not really, no. I was just wondering how long we were planning to continue this tedious charade. The question's simple. Do we hand over our kingdom and subject ourselves to imperial rule or not?
I believe the Margrave has been quite clear as to what will happen if we give in to the Empire's demands. We've all been informed of the rapid reformation their region has undergone, many aspects of which I admire, I'm not ashamed to say. But an old, stubborn land like ours isn't suited for such tempestuous change. Radical new freedoms are not what the people of Fargus need right now. They need stability, steady improvement in their daily lives, And real, lasting change can only come from a solid foundation.
Sounds like your Majesty has made up his mind then. Just say the word and we'll leap into action.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus will hereby offer asylum to the Church of Seros. Everyone, sharpen your blades and prepare for the battles ahead. Gustav, Dedu, make to ride at once. Our intentions must be made clear. Not only to the Church and the Empire, but to Count Rowe as well, and all the other lords who failed to answer my summons.
Understood, Your Majesty.
Hey, did you hear? Sounds like we're gonna be going to war with the Empire.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Ever since His Majesty ascended the throne, we've been fighting battle after battle through every corner of Fargus. But I never thought we'd be going toe-to-toe with the actual Empire. I'd be nervous if it even felt real.
Don't worry. It'll start feeling very real very quick once the swords start swinging.
You know, that might be the single worst attempt at motivational speaking I've ever heard. Not that I'm much surprised at this point.
I can't help but wonder, though. What happens to Fargus now? I feel like things have been steadily improving lately, but not everyone favors His Majesty as I do.
Yeah, I hear the grumbles too. But there's not a ruler in the world who doesn't have their fair share of critics, right? All I know is, we wouldn't be where we are now if not for him. I mean, look at me. Saddled with some mysterious power we don't know anything about, and he still chose to put his faith in me. It's only right I return the favor in kind. Oh, and speak of the devil.
Am I interrupting something?
No, of course not. Please, allow me to take my leave. Your Majesty, Commander.
So, you heard all that, huh?
More or less. I apologize for the interruption, but there's an urgent matter at hand.
Anything I can do to help?
There is. As you know, we've offered asylum to the Central Church in their efforts to flee the Empire. As such, we are to escort the Archbishop herself to the royal capital at once. I expect heavy pursuit from the Imperial forces, so I am assembling a team of those I trust most to assist in the mission. Of course, I'll be leading my own regiment into battle, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to accompany me.
What, is that it? I'd be glad to. How are things looking at Garrick Mach while we're on the subject?
Grim. Neither the Knights of Seros nor the monastery ramparts are capable of holding off the Empire's massive military might. I dare say we have precious little time to waste. Prepare to deploy at once.
I get all the all the relics already. I just have them. These are for you. Your tent is rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You said it. Things are totally different here compared to all the small-time outfits I used to run with. Now I've got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. This probably means they expect a lot from you. More than your little title implies, I would imagine.
That reminds me.
Yeesh, this camp is something else. Did you see how many merchants we've got?
How tiresome.
Are you finished sightseeing yet? I believe I heard your employer calling for you. Yes! I didn't think they would give me him. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm so excited. I thought it would be a... There he is. A, Judith situation. We still didn't get to play as Judith in this game. I got the dad! Finally. Alright, everybody. Come along. You too. To battle with you. I'm gonna take the Sword of the Creator. I'm gonna take this bad boy. Oh, I can take that. Grab me some of this. A little bit of that. One of these. Give me all this. Can I buy, like... I really need Umbral Rocks. Yeah, once you beat the game once, you can play as Sothis. I didn't... This is a... So we've done Black Eagles and Golden Deer, so I grabbed them for this last run. I'm not sure if there's anything after the fact, but we'll see. Oh, finally, hold on. I'm deeply curious, because now that we've seen all the units. Shez the Deer, Felix. Sea support with Edelgard! Where's Claude? Sea support with Claude. There's something after the fact! I know there is. Right? They have support. Now, they only have a sea support with each other, but there's some... Yeah, this is New Game Plus. Oh, Rodrigue? Hold on a second. Arval, do you have any supports for that? I didn't think so. That would be crazy. It's a shame that these two don't have a support. We'll never talk to each other. Rodrigue. I've gone the wrong way. Ingrid. Yeah, this all makes sense. Probably Gilbert too, right? Oh, do I not get Gilbert as a unit? That would be fantastic. Do not burden me with that, man. Okay. War is such a human enterprise. In that sense, we are very much the same as those on the other side. But we cannot coexist, so we are determined to kill each other. I suppose that's the nature of this beast. I'm stuck. I've been waiting for you, Rodrigue.
At your service.
I will accompany you in the coming battle. I have far more freedom now that I've stepped down from my post as Duke Faldarius. I've planned to leave our territory entirely to my son, but I hear he's commanding a unit in this war as well. So my wife and younger brother are temporarily in charge of Faldarius. Though of course I've told Felix he'll have to return from time to time to check on things.
Seriously? Not good.
So we're meeting up in the Valley of Torment, huh? Ugh, must we? Come on, Sylvain, complaining about it won't do us any good. I'm gonna guess you've never been to AOL. That's the only way you could say that with a straight face.
Let's see.
You know, I don't think I've ever been there either. What's it like?
So the story
For one
is-
thing, you can't take a step without running into lava or scorching hot steam vents. The whole valley is as hot as the sun. You'd probably faint from merely standing around.
no.
But there's nowhere else we can meet them. We'll just have to brace ourselves.
Hello there.
I never imagined we'd all meet again under these circumstances. When I'd heard we were aiding the church and there was going to be a war, I couldn't stand idly by. Annie and I rushed to the castle and met up with Ash. We had an audience with Dimitri and begged him to let us fight as well. I've studied hard over these past 2 years, you know. I'm certain I'll be able to help. Regional Royal Territories of Fargus, Book 1. A directory of information on each region within the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. As it contains no confidential information, it can be viewed and checked out freely. 1180 edition. Bladed. The King's home domain. The region is largely composed of windswept plains that become as vast as a snowfield in the winter. Its chief economic pillars are lumber and mining. In particular, it boasts the largest silver reserves in all of Fodlan. In the southwest stands the 800-year-old Camulus Cathedral. The town that houses it flourishes as a destination for pilgrimages. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, there's no way. Faldarius, a duchy that is in a land that contrasts east to west. In the east, the Whitehorn Sea provides ample fishing, while the expansive conifer forests in the west provide hunting and lumber. Much grain is produced in the Danube River basin on the south, which is said to be the most fertile land in the northern kingdom. Ifian, a duchy known for its apple orchard and the spirits they produce. Its distilled spirits in particular have been a favorite of many kings throughout the ages. Former Claymon territory, a territory of Viscounty now under the direct control of the royal family. Karen, a county known for its crafts and glasswork in particular. The monastery's stained glass windows were fashioned and are maintained by craftsmen from Karen. Erebus, a marquise that has flourished as the monastery's northern gateway. Deval, a country dotted with holy sites of the Saros religion, such as Lake Tatarius. This region draws countless believers on pilgrimage. Pryderi, a barony whose salt mines have allowed it to flourish as a long-standing salt producer. Belunius, a viscounty with no notable products, it is said to be where Lug, king of the lions, first battled alongside his sworn allies. Brainius, a viscounty with a capital famed for its blades.
May I speak with
I will
you?
return to the capital after seeing you all off. We must ensure Ferdiad is well defended in His Majesty's absence. Please, I ask that you keep His Majesty safe, and my daughter Annette as well. Since the Empire declared war, Faldarius has been taking in refugees from Garrick Moth as well. Though, as you know, the kingdom barely has enough resources to support its own citizens. It's no simple matter to secure goods and land for extra people. There's been some civil unrest, which has led to a rise in bandit attacks. In the long run, we can't just focus on subduing the bandits. Maybe if we find a way to give work to the refugees, though the fastest solution would be to take back Garrick Mock so they can all go home. That would be the best option if we could pull it off, but I doubt the Empire will just give in. Hey, it's been a while. Or maybe it hasn't. We did bump into each other in Ferdiad on occasion. So, we're going to be at war soon, huh? It honestly hasn't quite hit me yet. Me neither. It's hard to take it in when you're faced with battles this size. But we fought plenty of smaller battles these past 2 years, so you'll get used to it before long. Just the answer I'd expect from you, Shez. I guess I could learn a thing or two from you.
Why, hello.
I can't believe it's been 2 years, Shez. I've heard a lot about what you've been doing. It sounds like you've presided over a great number of battles. We'll be counting on you for this next one, too.
Right on.
Yeah, I've got your back. I'm gonna fight as hard as I can against the Empire. I'm glad to hear that. Let's make sure we all survive this. But in any case, let's just both do our best. We can't afford to lose.
Well, how'd it go?
I will take 75 pieces of Organthium. You're gonna need... 100. I need these.
Any result's a good result.
I've been waiting for
I was waiting for you, Shez. Allow me to explain our plan of action.
How about this?
Let us first look at this map. We are preparing to march from our camp, which is located here. Once we are ready, we will advance to Aelel, the Valley of Torment, and rendezvous with Lady Rhea. However, we have received reports of bandits disturbing the peace in that area. We will need to strike down and restore order for us to proceed safely. You must not let your guard down, no matter who we face. Do make sure you are fully prepared for what lies ahead. For instance, have you had a chance to use the training grounds or browse the marketplace yet? There are facilities where you can improve your weapons and prepare for battle. Be sure to make use of them. Oh, I can't teleport. Alright, we'll do the training grounds first.
Time to work you into shape.
Well, actually, I'm really content being whatever this is. Dimitri, you should practice being a horsey boy. Just for a little while.
I wonder if this will suit me.
Do oh, heavy knight on the okay. You can be all sorts of stuff.
My duty.
Wait, that's Edelgard's. You can't use that. You can't have that. That's crest. That's a crest axe. Here, just take this hammer and we'll figure out the rest. The game just gave it me. Use it. You're still working on it. You are good to go. Still working on it. Also good to go. We haven't had a chance to use you or you. Bree starts there. Okay, I want to start with Shez and Papa. Just get that out of the way. That way you two can get started. You two had something already started. Ooh, I can't train my special new fancy units. That's fucked up. Can I not even use them? Now, hold on. I can put Sothis on a horse? Sothis, what do you want to do? Oh, you should be a mage, I guess. I could put you on a horse. You're a level 50. It's fantastic. I'm gonna have you do... I'm gonna put you on a horse. Dancer Sothis. Oh. I know. I like them to have their crests anyway. Feels important. So this, I think you should become a dancer. I think this is important. Oh, I was like, are they gonna put her in the little outfit? Cowards.
Well?
Let her wear armor. So let's take that off. I know you could probably use whatever you wanted, but take that off. Should we just give her the Sword of the Creator? That seems like a tiny bit of a waste. Just take this, sweetie. We're gonna worry about her stuff later. It's not like we'll be using them right away. Right? Oh, Rhea has a special class. But Rhea could also be a dancer. There's so many cool things you can do. Does she keep her little head wings? That's really good. What do you do? Are you also a mage? Yeah. Okay.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Oh, I didn't train. I just
Training can be the
fucked
difference
around.
between victory and defeat.
I guess there's no reason not to do
Definitely
successive
got some
training.
work to do.
Oh, yes, there is.
I think
I'll be... I've grabbed...
Training can be the difference between
Now a whole bunch of
victory and
people can
defeat.
go.
I'll reach for new heights.
Still good. I love these very fuzzy horses.
Well,
We're gonna make her do mage stuff, but eventually we're gonna make it so she can use Crusher.
Sure, I'll take a swing at it.
Ingrid.
Will this help me grow strong?
The more I'm capable of, the more I can help His Majesty.
I can't wait to test my newfound strength.
I'm getting better.
I could use this.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Hey, I'm stronger.
How can I best use this power?
Time to work you into with proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
So it begins the hours of supports. Papa, I get ABC support with Rodrigue. What? I guess that's how it always is for Shiz. Not quite.
Well, if it isn't our mercenary friend, I trust you've adjusted to life in the kingdom by now.
Yeah, more or less. I've been here a few times before on the job, so it's not too big a shock. But I've never lived as far north as Ferdiad. There's still a bunch I need to get used to. Stuff like the wind blowing straight through you, or how it's always so stupidly cold, even inside, or how you can't go out after a blizzard. It snowed so much one night that I couldn't even open the door in the morning. Thought I was off to meet the goddess that day.
An amusing enough story when you tell it like that. But Fargus winters are no joke. They're harsh, unforgiving beasts. Tell me, have you grown to despise the cold?
It's not so bad. I mean, sure, all the snow is really annoying. But it's also beautiful. You can't see lamplit streets covered in the stuff anywhere but here.
I thought the same when I was young. Though the more years I gain, the more frustrating it becomes. Nevertheless, this brutal tundra is the only home we have. Meaning there's nothing to do but adapt, persevere, and enjoy the lives we've built here.
Adapt? Like how the messengers ride Pegasi instead of horses during the winter?
Exactly. The sight of those majestic creatures soaring through the frost-ridden sky is one unique to Fargus. No matter how much snow blankets the ground, our Pegasi quite literally rise to the occasion. When my son and His Majesty were still just boys, they followed one off into the frigid mountains of all places. By the time I found them, they were but two shivering masses on the ground. For a moment, I thought my heart would never beat again.
So Felix has been getting into trouble ever since he was a kid, huh?
His penchant for danger is unchanged, yes. Though I fear his disposition has grown far sharper. The hardships of becoming Duke at his age are undoubtedly weighing upon his mind.
I don't know. I don't think you need to worry about him. He can take care of himself just fine.
A fair point. Perhaps it's time I let him spread his wings like the Pegasus he chased all those years ago. It seems the coming winter will bring more than just cold to Fargus. The ravages of war approach on the same wind. Training in such conditions will be a struggle indeed, but we cannot afford to ignore the looming Srang threat either. Managing our territories through it all will not be an easy task. But I have faith we will adapt, persevere, and overcome. Just as we always have.
Next winter, huh? We'll just have to do whatever it takes to make sure the war's over by then.
What were you thinking? Sticking your nose into some soldier's fight? You have a lot of growing up to do if you're still throwing yourself in the middle of random brawls like that. Keep this up, and House Fraldarius' reputation will be rolling in the mud with you. Not to mention how it reflects poorly on His Majesty, considering he's the one who made you a duke.
I know all that.
Do you? Because you don't look like a man who's achieved some fantastic new enlightenment.
This is rich coming from you.
I was gonna say, this is rich coming from Sylvain.
Are you kidding? You were always the one being scolded when we were kids.
Only because you were a half-wit who kept dragging me into your ludicrous schemes.
Where's this assertive behavior Sylvain coming from?
But tell me, what's got you swinging your fists around this time?
Nothing specific. I just couldn't back down after getting involved.
You really need to start being more careful. Look, you've even got a bruise going. Who knows what would happen to Fargus if we lost you?
I won't say you'd be fine without me, but you do know I could fall in battle any day now, right?
Bite your tongue, Felix. Just think for 2 seconds. What would happen to Fargus? And to His Majesty if you died? He's got too much on his plate already, yet he insists on doing everything himself. War with the Empire, battles outside Fodlan, governing the kingdom, reforming the entire social structure of pretty much everything. If he didn't have you at his side, he'd fall flat on his face.
You speak as though you have no stake in this whatsoever. We're in the same situation. One of these days, you'll inherit the title of Margrave Gautier. Are you ready for that?
I know. Trust me, I am very well aware. Which is why I always act with the utmost integrity.
You're the complete opposite of integrity. Though I suppose you have been attempting to shake some of your old habits recently.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to pat me on the back every once in a while.
You're like a baby that just learned to walk. A pat on the back would only knock you over. You can try to make up for your past actions all you want, but that kind of thing isn't easily swept aside. The sooner you realize that, the better.
That tongue of yours is sharp as ever, I see. Never change, Felix.
I guess I was a touch reckless this time. As much as I hate to admit it. So I'll give you that much.
I don't think I've ever bought anything from this woman.
Welcome.
I just have too many weapons, ma'am.
Come back soon.
Moved, letter from Abyss resident. Oh, right. We have read this stuff 1,000 times over. I got plenty of goods that will surely come in handy. And I look forward to doing business with you.
Of everything here.
God, so many seals. And a lot of food.
Hope to see you again soon.
We got the bare necessities at least. Time to get to work. Can I teleport there now? Excellent. It's nice to see the blue and not the egregious yellow. Hello to do.
Well?
Fargus has changed over these 2 years, both in the army structure and within the hierarchy of lords. And with the ruler of Dusker Peninsula, Viscount Kleiman, dealt with, my people have begun moving back to their homes.
What do you think?
Dusker is your home too, right? Are you gonna go back? No. My place is with His Majesty, from now until the end of time. A register of prominent noble houses of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. This document is expressly for official use by the Church of Saros. Students are forbidden to remove or pursue this documentation, 1179 edition. I feel like I read this. Oh no, I have not. I can't say this man's last name, it's hard. House Bladied. This house claims Bladied for the 10 elites as its ancestor. It ruled the kingdom for over 400 years, ever since Lug, the king of lions, claimed victory in the War of the Eagle and Lion in 751. This secured the kingdom's independence from the Adrestian Empire, after which Lug was crowned as its inaugural king by the Church of Saros. House Bladied resides in Ferdiad, the kingdom's capital, claiming all of the surrounding territory as its domain, and many of the fiefdoms in the north of Fodlan as its vassals. With the passing of King Lambert in 1176, his older brother, Grand Duke Rufus of Ithia, assumed the burden of ruling the kingdom in the young crown prince's stead. Even still, strife and disorder continue to plague the land. House Faldarius. The House of Dukes claims Faldarius of the 10 elites as its ancestor. It is one of the most ancient houses on record, even amongst kingdom nobility. It is said that Kaifon, the sworn friend of Lug, the king of the lions, was also related to the hero Faldarius. The House of Margraves claims House Gautier. of Margraves claims Gautier of the Tunnelites as its ancestor. Its territory lies in the northernmost reaches of the kingdom. As such, it has safeguarded kingdom territory against incursions of the people of Strang region for over 200 years. House Karen. This house of counts claims Karen of the Tunnelites as its ancestor, tasked with negotiating between the resistance armies of the Church of Seros during the War of the Eagle and Lion. The head of House Karen continues the tradition of a ceremonial competition within the kingdom. House Galatea. When House Daphnal was once a cornerstone of the Leicester Alliance, was divided into over an inheritance feud. Half of them defected to Fargus and established House Galatea, which was granted the noble title of Count. Much of its territory consists of frigid wasteland where a severe famine occurred in the early 1170s. House Rowe. A noble house that once held territory in the Northern Empire. When the fortress city of Aryn Road was constructed within its domain, it revolted against the Empire and pledged the entirety of its territory, including Aryan Rod, to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. For its contribution, it was awarded a noble title of Count. House Clayman. This house originally held no more than a lordship over a single castle in the west of the kingdom, but it was awarded the noble title of Viscount for its great success in the subjugation of the Duskar region in 1176. Afterwards, it was granted the Duskar region as its feudal estate. They also say Lauren's name is something else, but I'm gonna still say it the way I say it. So that's just how that's gonna be. Have I done everything here? Right, because we don't have points yet. No Shez. Let's get all our little guys out.
I'm ready.
I think.
Time to go.
And it should also be like level 1, right? Okay. Most of you are good to go. You can have that. Should have better lances now, right? For the... Well, she doesn't, but... Yep. It sure is.
There's too much at stake for failure. Glory to the banner of the knights! Victory shall be ours! I'll do what I can!
You are definitely like level 200.
They put up a tough fight.
He likes doing stick flips. There it goes.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
I beg your assistance at once.
No.
Hear you loud and clear. Leave.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
Something unable to help the soldier? What's going on over there? Oh, he is. Okay.
Well, who's next?
Reliable as always, indeed.
Oh my god, what is going on over there? Oh, a lot, actually.
Give them your aid.
Oh, that person's super dead. I actually thought Sylvain had a better handle on
I
it.
need to be stronger.
Turns out he does not.
Stand
back. All right, let's do this.
That's fine. I'm hardly concerned about it.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
I'm not gonna get a D level sword. I will find a way to move on.
You're not losing to anyone. I have things I'm fighting for too, you know.
I feel as though I can do anything with
Wish that
you by my side.
I got this.
We would never have achieved victory without everyone's help.
I don't think I killed enough. Never mind, I killed a lot.
Late.
Turns like a dream.
We've determined the Archbishop's course, Your Majesty. She
Hubert.
makes for the Valley of Torment.
Then she's
My
fleeing
man.
north to Fargus.
There is also, of course, a passage to Daphne territory within the Alliance. But I surmise you are correct. She surely makes for the kingdom.
If Fargus has chosen to side with the Central Church, it stands to reason they'll mobilize their forces to escort the Archbishop. If they do rendezvous with her and manage to retreat to the kingdom, our one chance will be lost.
Yes. We cannot let her slip through our grasp. I will see to it myself that we don't. Your Majesty, I will need a squadron well equipped for pursuit if I am to accomplish this task. One such as the Brigid Hunters. Given our considerable losses during the suppression of Garreg Mach, a smaller unit would be preferable for this undertaking.
Petra's unit. Very well. Take anyone you think could prove useful to your efforts. If we can capture the Archbishop, the tides of this war will turn drastically in our favor.
Agreed, Your Majesty.
As for you, gather the others. We must discuss what to do about the kingdom.
Right away, Your Majesty.
Okay.
What's forcing me back to camp?
Come this way.
Oh, Shez, do you have a moment? Not really.
At your service.
I apologize for stealing you away at such a busy time, but I have a request. The truth is, we're lacking in hands to help with tasks around the camp. Would you mind volunteering? The tour master is ready to direct anyone who wishes to volunteer. Okay. Do I have a supply master yet? Oh, but I can just go there. Is it just chores or can I eat too? Just chores. Alright, are the Blue Lions going to be diligent workers and everyone wants to participate? Or is it going to be a nightmare like the Golden Deer?
Care to make yourself useful?
Well... it's not great. You two have a support together, I know that.
Counting on you both. Let's do this together.
Indeed. Let's give it our best.
Like Eagles, everyone wanted to do everything except horses. Horses was the one thing that they lacked, but that wasn't a big deal because I didn't have a lot of people on horses in Gold. Like, they all wanted to do the other stuff though. Great work, Shez. We couldn't have done it without you. Your face tells me you're hungry. Felix, please show Shez where the mess hall is. You said you were feeling peckish as well, right? What? Fine, whatever. You have any preferences, Shez? Well, I usually make my own food, so that was back when you were a mercenary, but fine, I guess we'll see how good your cooking is. Help yourself to our food reserves, just don't go wasting them. But, like, it didn't matter if no one wanted to do horses, because everyone wanted to do paperwork and clean the armor. And tidy.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Oh, thanks. Did you know this was one of my favorites?
Oh, I love this. Thank you very much.
I am surprised you can make something this good with the ingredients from Fargus. I bet the others enjoyed it too. I'm sure that'll go a long way in gaining their trust. Throwing in a few gifts wouldn't hurt either. That's just common sense. Not that stuff like that works for me, mind you, but anyway, you've probably picked up some things on the battlefield, right? Maybe you could try giving someone a gift. People like that sort of thing. That's true. Maybe I should give something to Dimitri. I mean, I could.
Hunger is the true
Or
enemy.
make more food.
This is
You made this. Impressive.
Wow, this is so good. I had no idea you had this kind of skill.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Nobody likes turnips.
Yeah,
Sorry, boys. They can't all be winners.
Wow, this is great. I wish all the food in Fargus was a little more like this stuff.
I wonder, why is our cuisine so unappealing? Is it the spices we use? Or perhaps the ingredients themselves?
Dimitri, I don't want to hear that from somebody who eats grass.
Come back
Just
whenever you're
fistfuls of
hungry.
weeds.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Let's do this, Ash.
We can do anything we put our minds to. Let's show our friends the power of teamwork.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Stuck with you again? Fine, let's get this over with.
Indeed. We should finish this quickly for both of our sakes.
I don't know if you can just talk to the king like that. I know Felix does.
It was child's play.
And yet... no. We can leave it at that. I appreciate the help today, Felix.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
All right, let's give it our best.
Yeah, we've got this.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
I don't have enough people to do that again. I also don't know if I have enough people to feed anybody.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the flavor's not...
This is heavenly. You can really never get enough of your favorite foods.
Not a fan of Fargus cuisine? I think it's fine enough myself.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
What is it?
Is everything alright, Shez? Do you need something?
Thank you.
Alright. I got supports. Well, that sure kept me busy. Maybe we should head on to the next battle soon? Yeah, I got actually conversations to have. Which will very well may end up being our day.
Hey, did you hear? We rounded up the last stragglers from House Climate.
Yeah, and brought destruction raining down on one of their villages in the process. Of course, it was partially their fault for mustering an army, but I can't believe His Majesty would allow such meaningless slaughter.
Something on your mind? If you object to their idle gossip, it would behoove you to speak up.
No, it's just... I don't really know what Dimitri was thinking either. It's almost like he's built a wall around himself, ever since the day he killed his uncle.
My apologies, but could I ask you to join Gustav in keeping an eye on things here for the next few days?
Sure. You going somewhere? Kinda surprised Dadu and Rodrigue aren't joining you.
The two of them recently departed for Dusker. They have their own duties to attend to.
Then why don't I join you? I've got more free time these days than I know what to do with.
Offering to work during your well-deserved time off is not as praiseworthy as you believe it to be.
You're one to talk.
I suppose you have a point. Very well. I'll take you up on your offer. The journey will not be a pleasant one, but your assistance will surely prove valuable.
I was wondering where we were going. This is the village that was wiped out during our recent battle. Hold on. You're not planning to bury the dead by yourself, are you? That's not really a job for a king.
Perhaps not. Yet a resting place is all I am capable of offering them now. Were it possible, I would not have let this village lose a single brave soul. I never intended to see them incinerated by the all-consuming flames of this war. But as the one who authorized our battle strategy, I alone am culpable for their deaths.
It's not like you made the decision lightly, though. You discussed it for hours with Rodrigue and the others.
Even so, no means can possibly excuse these ends. No amount of justification will bring back the lives that were lost here.
True. And no matter how hard you fight for a better outcome, there's no guarantee you'll actually achieve it.
No, I cannot shut my eyes to the cruelty my actions have wrought. Yet, if I do not claim this battle, and its aftermath to be just and proper, my soldiers will lose faith in me. How long must this horrible cycle continue?
Don't be like that, Dimitri. I'm sure people will understand if you just tell them the whole story.
There's no need for that. This burden is mine to bear, and mine alone.
You know, Felix, I've been thinking. Actually, never mind.
What? You can't say that and then not.
Yeah, it's like he's not gonna like
Come
that.
on, out with it.
He's gonna get mad. I'm not gonna tell him. I think it'll be funny.
I don't know. I really shouldn't. Just forget I said anything.
Is your conscience getting in the way? Say it.
Give me the option to deny this again.
Okay, it's just... Even though you never show it, I can tell you really care about Dimitri and the others. You alright there, Felix? There's no reason to get all choked up over it.
He fucking died.
It's your fault for saying something so ridiculous.
Hey, you're the one who asked. But it's true, isn't it? I know I'm right.
And what proof do you have?
Oh, for one, you move way better when you're fighting alongside them.
That's only because I've known them so long now I can predict their every move. The boar always rushes straight into enemy lines, so I have to be ready to cover him. Of course, few can survive one of his mad dashes. But I can't just leave him alone. The man doesn't give his own safety a second thought. We don't coordinate, though. I just stick around to make sure the coast is clear for him to run wild.
Huh. But when you're fighting with Ingrid, you're usually the one who ends up charging forward.
Yes, because her Pegasus is an easy target for enemy archers. It's better for me to dash ahead first and eliminate any potential threats. Not that she's incapable of dodging an arrow or two. But she loses sight of her surroundings in the heat of battle. If she advanced before I did, a cloud of arrows would be the end of her.
Uh-huh. So then why do you always get surrounded when you're fighting with Sylvain?
Because the braggart always insists on showing off. Though if nothing else, he does have the skill to fight his way out of any bind.
Sounds like that's not part of your strategy then. But you'd still never pull it off if you didn't trust each other.
It's all natural for a soldier.
Honestly, it's impressive how well you work with everyone. I should take a page or two out of your book and learn more about the people I fight with. Maybe having a better grasp on their personalities would help me coordinate our movements better.
Who knows? You're welcome to try, at least. If you've already got a good read on me, the others shouldn't be an issue. Anyway, we're done here. Talking to you is exhausting.
Another beautiful day. Perfect weather to get a bit of training in.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Annette. Not used to seeing anyone else up and about this early. What's up?
Oh, this is awful. Just the worst.
This doesn't have anything to do with me, does it?
It absolutely does. You sang my song in front of the other mercenaries.
Your song? Oh, you mean the one about the horse that had a human face?
No! I mean, yes, but that's not what it's about at all.
Really? I could have sworn the lyric said something about the guy's body being 80% horse. I liked it so much I couldn't stop humming it to myself. And then I had to teach it to the other mercs when they overheard me.
Which explains why I heard it in all corners of the camp. It really caught me off guard. I haven't sung it for anyone else yet. Only you.
Sorry, should I have kept it to myself? I thought it was a great little tune, honest.
I'm glad you liked it that much, but I hadn't even finished writing the lyrics yet. I don't mind my songs getting around once I'm happy with how they turned out. But it's super embarrassing when people hear one before I've finished writing it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. It's no fun when people see or hear something when you're not ready to show it off. I mean, I'm the same way. I can't stand it when other people watch me practice my sword work. Though I can't really avoid it if I want to get any real training in.
Exactly. But my song's out in the wild now, and there's no putting that cat back in the box. I guess I'll just have to wait till everyone forgets it.
Hey, I'm really sorry about all this. I could tell everyone to pretend like they never heard it, if you think that would help.
No, absolutely not. That'll just make them all suspicious.
In that case, why don't you just finish the song? Then you can sing the final version for everyone, and they'll forget about the old one in no time. You might not be happy with it right now, but it's clearly catchy if all those people are loving it.
You have a point there. I guess I just need to finish up the lyrics then.
That's the spirit. Though I do really like the whole 80% horse part.
80% horse? Okay, great. Off to where we go.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
This one. All I needed to look and see what my objective was to unlock that thing. Side quests are all essence. Hold on. I need to know. Do we go fast? Or do we go slow? Slow it is. And don't let the soldiers die. Understood. Ingrid, this is kind of a dangerous place for you. I want to swap you out. 80% horse.
We won't lose.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to sweep you clean off the battlefield.
Stay strong. We can win this.
She's so cute with her little line.
I will not see my family's good name sullied.
I wonder what kind of crazy magic. Oh shit. Well, that wasn't a button I meant to hit, but it is the button we did hit. The A button. What kind of magical ability doesn't that have there? I hope it... She's like... She does singing, but we've had a lot of musical mages. So it's gotta be something with her Reiki, right? Oh no, it is music. Oh, what is this? What did that do?
Oh, too easy.
More bitter than black as coffee.
What does this ability do? I'm so curious. I can't keep living my life without knowing.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Yes, it's too late to ask for forgiveness.
Fine work.
He's dead. He's just a corpse in it.
My comrades after this.
No backing down.
Let's carve a swath through the back.
I don't know what it does. Is it a healing thing?
Never know until you try.
I face my comrades after this.
Oh, maybe it empowers her spell casting, actually. Because her wind balls look crazy.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
I actually think I was told what this did by somebody else, and I dismissed that information. Mages are just built different. Well, they're built different until somebody with hands comes and fucks them up. A punch absolutely takes out a mage from full to empty.
I'm not. This should make things a little easier on us.
Hello, friends. Oh no! Oh no! I saw the word monk and thought Final Fantasy monk with hands. That's not how that actually works.
That's not enough. I have to keep aiming higher.
There's a feat you don't see every day.
It's no use. We can't take...
I get scared. I was like, no.
Looks like that's it for us.
I would appreciate some help.
Stand down.
Felix, what are you doing? Have you been standing there the whole time?
Too easy.
I'll look it up. It ain't no thing.
Now, our next task begins.
I don't think I did all the side quests in the area yet. I think perhaps I screwed that up. Oh. Maybe that was a bit of a whoops.
I need to be stronger, faster.
I'll be able.
I could use.
Yep, I did fuck that up. Whoopsie daisies. Am I getting dragged back into camp?
This way.
I have something to discuss with you, Shez. When it tells you to do all the side missions, you gotta do all the side missions. I saw you gathering materials from our previous battle, and I'd like you to take care of them. They can be used to expand the camp facilities. My bro, that's done. It doesn't get any more expanded than this. Speak with the facilities master for more information. My bro, I'm actually going to take these materials and put them directly into the trash can. You can exchange materials to expand our facilities here. I hope to see you make many improvements so we're fully prepared for battle.
To assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me
I'll do what I can.
If I may be of further service.
You can survey the regions you've conquered to acquire materials for facility expansion. If you find yourself marching someplace new, make sure you do a survey once you've conquered it. Expanding our facilities like that will make sure we're ready for whatever the next battle throws at us. Okay. Somebody is at the training grounds.
Time to work you into shape.
Congratulations to you for having an intermediate class or an advanced class. It's one of those two at level 6. We're all very proud of you. Oh, hi, Edelgard. I got very confused.
I'll reach for.
Different road?
I can work with.
Everybody gets a horse.
Will this help?
Papa. We still good here. B. Okay.
Not bad. The more training can be with proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Who's in the training? Dimitri.
Greetings.
Oh, hello. My apologies. I was caught up in my own thoughts. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
No.
There is no need to apologize. It was nothing of consequence. More importantly, we need to focus on the coming battle. The Imperial Army is quite formidable. They will be unlike any opponent we have fought these past 2 years. I want to ensure that you are fully prepared, and I am sorry for dragging you into this. Dimitri, are you gonna be depressed this whole route? Because I've already dealt with, like, angry Dimitri, and now I have sad Dimitri. When are the days of happy Dimitri? Is it because you see ghosts? Do you see them now? Chin up, buckaroo.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Alright, let's try again, but not absolutely execute everybody around us. Responsible fighting. Can you see them? Can you see the ghosts, Dimitri?
I'm ready.
Well, now that she's on a horse, she can come with us. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Everybody's level 6, except Ingrid.
Stay alert, everyone. I can't let fear hold me
I
back.
think he still can see the ghost.
We will win.
I just don't think he's talking about it. Oopsie. Do you have ice powers, Ingrid? Hold on. Is that your passive? Ingrid has ice powers. She has passive ice powers. Those are the best characters. Marianne, Ingrid, let's go.
I will say this is defeat. I'm sorry.
More bitter than blackest coffee.
Ignatz was unironically the best unit because he had ice powers, blight powers, and burning powers. Now it was random, but if you got that paint power up enough, it didn't matter. Because all the paint would be all over the ground.
Keep it up.
This is the tankiest soldier I've ever met in my life.
Way too easy.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
This ends here! I cannot... You never know until you...
Alarm.
Try.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy. Time to make a name for ourselves.
Look at all the side quests that are popping up that I definitely didn't do.
Let's get started.
Don't kill her, everybody.
Sorry, we weren't strong enough.
I won't falter, no matter how fierce the battle becomes.
You've done Fargus proud.
You know what they say
Oh,
about playing with fire.
Yes, horse stun. Isn't it truly in trouble?
Really?
Okay, I believe you.
You shall pay for this, you hear?
How are your ice powers proccing so much?
Let's be sure to keep hold of it.
Wounds are severe.
Oh, and it is at random time. Don't worry. I'll press the A button for you.
I'm not stopping.
Retreat! Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
You're like every other mage. You'll just heal yourself every time. What the fuck? Never mind.
I think I could use this.
Is this... If I take this stronghold, is it gonna... I think it's... I think so.
Let's capture some more.
It's the run enemies that will end the game. The bandits are all extra. What's going on in here? Nothing good.
We've taken control.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back. You'll be sorry.
Oh, no. The A button. It'll be another 30 hours before you get the master seals.
Retreat! I got this.
I'm taking care of it.
Let's put this to good use.
Did you? That was cool as hell. It's like my ley lines.
Wish this wasn't so.
No, I don't mean that it's like you're slow. I mean it like takes 40 hours of gameplay to get master seals.
A large step.
How can I face my comrades after this? How can I face my comrades after this?
Dude, you get multiple ley lines? You can just stack this shit? What the hell to do? That's incredible.
Great.
Stand back.
Did Edelgard have ley lines? Was I just not paying attention? I used her, not very much, because she was very slow. Edelgard had ley lines? And also, I just simply preferred to play as Hubert. Wait. Does killing him... Hold on, what am I? Defeat the enemies in front of you. Okay, thank goodness.
Capturing stuff is what war's all about, right?
Yeah, they're really slow. Excuse me, boys. I gotta hit the A button.
Not your day, huh?
We would never have achieved victory without everyone's help.
I'm not stopping now.
I won't. I can.
When I did all the side missions!
Well?
What was there left to do? I'm actually just gonna move on with my life. What is it gonna give me? Resources? I don't need those. There must have been something else that hadn't popped yet. Or I missed a bandit. Who knows? I don't know.
Then I'll be off.
I won't fail.
Papa?
For House Fraldarius.
I'm so excited to play as my man, Rodrigue. Perhaps over here I will play as my Rodrigue. Then maybe you two should go over there. There we go. I'm very excited to play as my boy. Oh, I should have given Rodrigue new stuff. Well, he'll be fine.
Can't let them fall. We've still got options on the table. Don't worry. We'll make it through this.
We're in bad shape over here.
You got little skippy dogs? Let's go. He's got a little fast. Swoosh, swoosh. It's like a bad version of Shez's, but I like it a lot.
This.
Oh, when he dashes through enemies, he's so fast. Well, not that time. Are you finally samurai?
I need to.
I think I need to have charges. Oh, the
this
image.
helps.
Let's get started.
Felix, you are gonna stop that, right? I don't have to go back and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I do. I do, in fact, have to make sure Felix is doing what he's supposed to be doing. When we play Warriors, I'm gonna have to keep a way closer eye on those people. Oh, hell yeah.
Trust you to have my back.
I'm dragging the others down.
Is that all? A feeble defense.
Allow me.
Papa, I'm so excited.
Too easy.
This will make a fine football.
I hope they gave you special animations and stuff for your A. Well, that was sick as hell. So I can't complain about that.
Taste of success.
Perhaps I can find it in my heart to forgive him after what he did to me in 3 Houses.
I brought this stronghold to its knees.
Oh, really? To its knees, you say? Is there another man I was supposed to rescue? Who can say? I certainly can't. I'm counting on you to have a handle on this situation. Oh, hold on.
Stand back.
My time has come.
Man.
Let us. I suppose I should show you how to best utilize one of these.
Utilize one of what? What are you talking about? What am I supposed to be utilizing? Tell me, Adrian.
I will fulfill my duty.
Retreat! Well, what's next?
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Take the lead.
Don't expect anything less from the seasoned veteran.
I pray you continue supporting the kingdom as gallantly as you once did my father.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
The sass little horse. What are we doing? I'm waiting for the fight to end.
Glad we managed to save them. I hate these kind of fights.
I'm running out of time. Congratulations, Roderick. Congratulations to you boys. Oh, I think by not doing that one mission, I don't get strategy, I think. And that would suck. Strategy. Speaking of strategy, that was the wrong place to go.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Everybody likes ice cream.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks. Did you know this was one of my favorites?
Oh, I love this. Thank you very much.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Which battlefield are you headed to?
I think it's just gold, though, actually. Yeah, okay, it's not a strategy. I'm hoping it's not a strategy. If it's money, I can... If it's money, I can... That's not even a problem.
The scouts have returned, Your Majesty. They've located the Archbishop.
Excellent. We'll ride to them at once. For now, everything is going according to plan.
we're ready to ride when you are, Dimitri. Just give the word and we'll move out. Gotta say, it's gonna feel great to fight alongside all these familiar faces again.
You're right. I always feel much stronger when my friends are around.
Our time together at the Academy might have been short, but it still puts my mind at ease to be reunited with everyone.
I could hardly believe His Majesty reached out to me of all people. But I'm really glad he did.
I'm pleased to see you all here.
I always knew this day might come. I prepared myself as best I can, but I am still a bundle of nerves.
This will be a lot different from the fighting that's been going on the past 2 years. We'll need to really have each other's backs out there.
The point of no return is finally upon us, Your Majesty. I trust you've made your peace.
I have. The blood spilled today will be a worthy sacrifice if it means keeping the people of Fargus, the people of our homes, safe. If that is our cause, we have no reason to hesitate. Now move out!
Okay. We just keep doing this particular mission earlier and earlier. Persuade Hap. Wait, hold on. I have a list. I made it last night. Happy is not coming with us. We are recruiting Constance, Yuri, Marianne, Ignatz, Raphael, Lorenz, Petra, Dorothea, and Bernie. But all the Black Eagles, Lorenz, Petra, Doro, and Bernie are up in the air. But we can grab Petra. We actually killed her last time. It was very sad. Happy gets to die again. Gather all the believers. Ash, I think maybe you're a bit over-leveled for this little adventure. I think maybe you should sit down.
I'm ready.
And the same with Mercedes.
I can do this.
Okay. If Rodriguez here, Rodriguez needs better weapons. Nope, nope. Oh. My man do got a crest. You have an ability called Right Hand Man. I like that. I like the adapt flirt. Alright, good job. When an ally of the opposite sex is nearby, or the unit's adjuvant slightly increases the awakening gauge, his gauge fills when he's by women. Dodge in the middle of an attack to increase speed. That's what I thought was happening. Maximum speed after 7 dodges. Sheesh. That's a lot of dodges. Yeah. Hold the button when performing strong attacks to trigger blast on impact that deal minor damage to enemy. Didn't notice the movement. Okay. Attacking very slightly fills the unique ability gauge. When it is full, press to temporarily strengthen yourself and surrounding allies. Okay, it is a buff. That is what I thought. It did look like my magic was imbued. Icy plunge, yeah. Hey, put that on.
There you are, Lady Rhea. I am relieved to find you alive and well.
King Dimitri, you have my gratitude for coming to aid us in our time of need.
Here we have no time for niceties. We must make our way out of the valley and return to Kingdom territory.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you all letting her wander off on her own? What the hell is wrong with you?
Hear you loud and clear.
Begin the operation. I have your back.
I just watched Shez walk away from the boat, like, eh. Shez, you're like level 52. Protect that woman.
My conviction.
The wall.
I'm ready to go.
Get off the lava, Celine. Jesus Christ.
Wish this wasn't so much effort.
Right? I believe all Lance boys on a horse can do it.
I need to be strong.
Felix, I'm in the middle of something.
Nobody told me how sweaty I'd get here. Ugh, gross.
I think you got more concerns than that, sweetheart.
Perhaps not in this fight, my lady.
So, this is where I die, huh? I just hope Coco's okay.
I didn't have an option for constants, and if I miss that by not doing that one thing, I will just start over.
If they cut us off, we'll be forced toward the volcanic crater.
We cannot allow them to push us down a dangerous path.
Man, I didn't kill nearly that many people in Golden Deer. I was offing characters left and right on Black Eagles. I just didn't get the same amount of opportunities. Look at this boy go. Excuse me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
This will be your grave.
Pathetic.
Jesus, Felix is cool, and I hate saying that, but it is true. This book does a lot of cool shit. He just kicked a man in the middle of his sword swing. This little spunky sword dude is extremely excellent to play as. Dude, he's doing cool shit. He's definitely super unique compared to like other sword fighters we've had thus far.
We did it! We should be able to move forward safely now.
You have my thanks. The goddess smiles upon your gallant deeds.
They're getting away! Gotta stop them somehow!
What's up? Where are we going? His little kick really sent me.
Take a breather.
Allow me.
I think Annette got that before I could finish my swing. Seth? Where? Where is he? I'll help him.
So I find myself cornered. Perhaps I misjudged the situation.
I will protect you. Not only will I protect you, I'll get on Shez and super protect you.
Persistent little guys, aren't you? Cut one down and another two just spring up in their place.
They must not be allowed to fall here. Please, King Dimitri, may I ask that you lend them your aid?
Which one is he, though? This is very important. Alright, excellent.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
I'll give it 1000%. Leave
Someone else does need to protect Rhea. Felix? No. Did you?
Let's begin.
I gotta help my mans. I was having a moment of like, who am I gonna give my whistle to? I can't believe I was ever in doubt. Of course it's Seth. I got you.
We need to move
out of my way. I know. I can't believe I forgot.
We made it in time.
I'll save you. He was actually my first favorite boy.
not for you, I would have surely perished.
And
the Archbishop appears to be unharmed. You have my gratitude.
Can we get moving? Please? I want to play the video game and I can't just stand here looking at you. Is that it? Is that it? Move the dragon. Here's a land that I... Is Cyril gonna be playable?
No. Cyril was covering the rear. He
Is that
will
it?
never make it out.
I'm leaving you behind. I have things to do.
It's a good thing you came along when you did. And Lady Rhea's safe too. Good.
I shall not sacrifice his life for the sake of my own. Please, help him. Time to show how strong you've become.
We must act.
Is that a requirement?
We have to help Sedith and Catherine escape.
Can't we block the lava flow with rocks or something? Not saying it'll be easy, but it might be the best shot we've got.
I do need to move this whole situation along. Felix.
I'll do what I can.
I guess I'll have you deal with that.
It's worth a shot.
Okay.
Not a problem. Move it.
Is there another? There is another rock.
We will proceed as planned.
Can you not get to that rock? Dimitri. There we go.
We move.
Dimitri, my boy, deal with the rock. But yeah, Sedith was my favorite because I did Blue Lions first and I thought he was fantastic. But I really just think Hubert's the best.
We've done it. Hold fast, everyone. Our escape is only a short ways off. Everyone, to arms! We fight to protect the Archbishop!
Gather the believers. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that I deeply love in this. Is Ash here? No, Ash isn't here. Hey, Shez, get me a key. And get the key fast.
You will not be passing here. I will be capturing the Archbishop.
I wonder how this works out for her.
We have no choice but to fight our way through.
I'm gonna let that sit for a second, so I don't accidentally kill Petra immediately. Oh, you got the key? Great. Dimitri,
Begin the
I
operation.
need you to go loot for me.
Anyone standing in my way will be eliminated with quickness.
That's the priestess Bridget. After everything she's been through, she might be willing to join us. Assuming we can take her alive.
Yeah.
You've shown true valor, Stacy. Lady Rhea will soon be clear of the valley, thank you.
I am having fun. I've done Black Eagles, I've done Golden Deer, so we're just starting Blue Lions now. But I'm enjoying this game a lot. I'm not without a few minor complaints, but it's been great. Oh, I didn't wait for that to go through.
This is no place for
Oh my
God.
god. I think that just barely went. Because other dialogue was happening. Sir? Fucking Rhea was talking and my strategy didn't go through until the very last second. Oh my god. That was almost a disaster.
I'm ready to go.
I can scarcely believe we arrived here whole and sound.
Wish this wasn't so much effort.
You have my deepest gratitude.
You're finished. Not your day, huh? Try again tomorrow.
Cameron didn't know how to handle that one.
For the trouble. Do not wish to consider what would have happened had you not
Where's
come along.
Flame? Sedith, did you forget your daughter? Or do you have her like in your backpack?
We cannot leave the valley until we see both Sedith and Catherine to safety.
But where is Flame? Sedith, your daughter. Sedith? Your daughter is missing.
Thanks for the help.
Oh.
If I cannot have the Archbishop, your heads will have to suffice.
Hubert, no, it don't gotta be like this.
Hubert, we have to defeat him, Your Majesty.
I'm aware.
I know, did you?
Let us do so at once, and make with our retreat.
I'll give him the honor of killing him with a fantastic father.
Do not interfere.
This is really unsporting for poor Hubert. There's 8 of us.
Truly is a tiresome place.
Please, he's just a mage. I feel so bad. We're just stabbing him with 7 horses. Hubert, no. He's a tanky man. Please can't get away. I love Hubert. He's my favorite.
How will I face Her Majesty after this?
I sincerely think that when you beat all 3, you get something like that, but I don't know yet. But I am working on it. Solve these mysteries together.
I have some fight in me yet.
Casa, you just gonna make the dads be the MVPs every time? Yeah. I think I am. This is a route filled with dads.
I'm a better...
This is my first Blue Lions play, but this is technically my 3rd time going through it. I've done, hello Petra, level 41, fantastic. Enjoy your time on the bench. I've done the Golden Deer route and I've done the Black Eagles route. So this is the last of the 3.
I'm relieved you both made it out unharmed. It appears we arrived just in time.
You have our utmost thanks for aiding in our retreat, Your Majesty. I can only apologize for the trouble we may have caused your outfit.
King Dimitri, I cannot express just how grateful I am to you and all the fine people of Fargus.
The honor is mine. Your order provided me with immeasurable aid during my ascension to the throne. My citizens would have branded me a heathen had I not returned the favor.
And now it seems we are the ones who owe a debt. The Church shall provide whatever assistance it can to your efforts.
If you see it prudent, I have no objection to placing the Knights of our Order under Kingdom command.
Thank you both. While it pains me to qualify our hospitality, this kingdom is not a wealthy one,
neither in goods nor provisions. I fear we may struggle to compensate your soldiers, or even to feed them.
Thank you for the
trouble yourself
follow.
with such concerns. Your generous offer of shelter will be more than enough.
Very well. We've lingered here long enough. Let us make for Ferdiad. There's much to discuss. The church, the kingdom, and the battles to come.
Two years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
I'm with you there, but now that we are, you found yourself in a rather favorable situation, no?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Gerald's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
In that case, let's assume Cornelia has hidden herself somewhere in the Western Territories.
If I had to guess, I'd say either Viscount Mateus or Viscount Gideon have taken her in. All the same, we can't exactly go around unseating every vassal we suspect of being disloyal.
Right. This is no simple matter, but at least we have a firmer grasp on the situation now than we did 2 years ago. Dedu, send word to House Perderi. We'll need soldiers on their land if we hope to keep the enemy at bay.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Viscount Mateus' son is here with us, while Viscount Gideon's daughter is off serving as a knight in Galatia. Under the present circumstances, we only have so many soldiers to spare on domestic matters. It seems we'll have to resort to any means necessary. In which case, I will bear the weight of the kingdom's sins. If slaughtering 100 foes means bringing salvation to 1,000 of our own, I will do it.
As you wish, Your Majesty. And if I may, try not to torment yourself so much.
Ah, how far our proud king has fallen. You sounded utterly vicious just now.
What do you want, Felix?
Oh, not much. I just thought catching a glimpse of your haggard face might put a smile on mine. I knew that playing the part of a cool-headed leader would be too much for you. But all this scheming, this calculation, doesn't suit you. Why don't you just give it a rest already?
You think too highly of me. This is who I am, Felix. I've never been anything more than a bloody demon on the path of revenge. I stand here today to lift the burdens of all who perished before me. To see that those who bear guilt for their deaths are held accountable. I will expose whoever I must. Slay whoever I must to see my task through to the end. There is no place for mercy within these walls. And if it affects the safety of my people, then that's all the more reason to strike now.
And here I thought you were finally starting to pull yourself together.
I snuffed out my uncle's life with my own 2 hands. As king and as general, I've killed countless more. I looked on as nearly everyone I held dear perished. I am the one who must take responsibility for their deaths. So rest easy, Felix. weight of my atonement will not fall on your shoulders.
No point in trying to reason with a boar. Enough of that, though. The city seems especially spirited today. Is something going on?
Ah, yes. Lady Rhea and the
I
others
need you
from
guys
the
to wrap
church
this up
are
in the
making
next
an
4
excursion
minutes.
to the capital.
I gotta go.
I suggest you join in on the festivities before you go. It does the heart good to see our people smile.
Can I get a save point?
Everyone here? Well, let's get right
Or
into
another
it.
cutscene.
We have to figure out exactly where we stand in this war. As you all know, the Empire has taken the Great Bridge of Myrddin.
Oh, do I have 30 minutes?
The Imperial Army
I
now
thought I had
occupies
4.
what was formerly House Phlegethon territory. House Gloucester has surrendered to them as well.
Doubtless an agonizing decision on my father's part.
House Ordelia, to the east of the bridge, has also vowed not to take up arms against the Empire.
Did it not start at 8?
We had
Well,
precious
9?
little in the way of arms in the first place.
Cutscene, please.
You have my deepest apologies.
You don't have to apologize, Lysithea. Count Ordelia did what anyone would have done.
And now Lawrence and Lysithea can't even go back home.
That's not all. After the battle, the Imperial Army crossed Gloucester territory and attacked
Oh, it is
Garrett
30. Gotcha.
Rhea and the rest of the Central Church have apparently fled to the kingdom for sanctuary.
Then I suppose none of us will be able to visit our old school anytime soon.
I hope no one from the church was hurt.
Now that the monastery has fallen, the front lines are rapidly expanding north. It won't be long before Deirdre is within their reach. And if our capital falls, the Alliance goes with it. We have to stop them there, no matter the cost.
That all sounds well and good, but how large of an army will you even be able to raise at this point?
I don't think House Edmund will be able to send more troops. I'm sorry.
Which means House Goneril is the last of the 5 great lords upon whom we can rely.
I'm not so sure the combined forces of Houses Regan and Goneril will be enough to hold off the whole Empire.
We'll just have to work with what we've got. And let's not forget the hero of Daphne.
But we can't expect much from her in terms of sheer numbers. Any chance the kingdom could send troops?
I doubt they'll have any to spare. They've just started engaging the Empire themselves over in the west of Fargus. And besides, I'm not sure how much we can really trust them. I still have no idea what's going on in Dimitri's head. I might just have a plan, though. For now, all I can ask is that you fight, and fight with every last thing you've got.
You can always count on me. And my muscles.
Thanks, Raphael. That unfounded confidence of yours is like music to my ears.
We received a message from Hubert, Your Majesty. They failed to capture Archbishop Rhea. It seems she and her followers have been taken in by the Kingdom Army. They likely make for Ferdiad as we speak.
So it goes. If Hubert himself couldn't succeed in the task, there's little chance anyone else could.
There is more as well. Petra was taken by the enemy. She is apparently still alive, for better or for worse. I fear the kingdom may try to use her to make an ally of Bridget.
Yes, it's likely she won't be coming back. And our stance towards Bridget will require some reconsideration.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now then, we mustn't dwell on what's done. Our only choice is to look to the future. It seems an all-out war with the kingdom is nigh unavoidable at this point. Thankfully, I expect Count Rowe to join our cause. Having a hold on Aryan Road will surely prove advantageous as the war creeps on. So we stick to the plan. Through Count Rowe, we should be able to ingratiate ourselves to the other lords of the Western Kingdom.
Urgent report, Your Majesty. An army has been mustered at Castle Gaspar in Rowe territory.
Lonato, the local lord, has vowed to find and eliminate Archbishop Rhea. He's mobilizing the army northward. Count Ro's tacit approval of these actions has surely brought his allegiance to the Empire to light.
I can only assume this wasn't part of the plan.
It's just one thing after another. Dispatch any nearby units to the area at once. Any lords willing to sever ties with the kingdom are too valuable for us to risk losing.
Okay. I did not mean to start the next
Azure
cutscene.
Gleam. Skirmish in the fog.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus grants refuge to the Central Church as they flee Garrigmach Monastery. In
We do
turn,
have time now.
Provoking the Adrestian Empire to declare war on Fargus. While Dimitri and his advisors strategize how to repel the Empire's assault, they are met with devastating news. Lonato of Castle Gaspar has raised an army against him.
As I'm sure you have all heard by now, House Rowe in the south has declared its fealty to the Empire. What's more, Lord Lonato of Castle Gaspar has set out with the express intention of tracking down and murdering the Archbishop.
I had hoped we could reconcile the matter by using neighboring lords as intermediaries. But it seems Lord Lonato couldn't look past our willingness to shelter the church and has taken the matter into his own hands.
I can't believe this.
Ash, I won't stop you if you wish to return to Castle Gaspar, even now.
I appreciate the offer, truly. But I am a knight of the royal family. My place is here.
So, what are House Rowe and Lord Lonato's soldiers up to? Or the Imperial Army, for that matter?
There's been no movement from House Rowe as of yet. He likely lacks the nerve. Lord Lonato, on the other hand, has set off from Castle Gaspar and launched an attack on Geraint land. Meanwhile, a vanguard from the Imperial Army has breached Kingdom territory. It seems they're aiming to rendezvous with Lonato and join the assault.
Wait, but if they're just a vanguard, doesn't that mean a larger force is going to come after them? We'll never stand a chance if they manage to meet up and form one massive army.
House Galatea is sending reinforcements to fend them off, but our enemy deployed alarmingly fast. I only hope the House Geraint soldiers can repel Lord Lonato and his men long enough.
In any case, we can't just sit here on our hands. They need help, and fast. Let's ride.
You're right, and I'll be coming with you.
The risk is too great, Your Majesty. You should stay here in the capital.
We've already been over this to do. My leadership is needed on the front lines. We'll march west from Karen territory to intercept and crush Lonato and the Empire's forces. From there, we'll mount an attack on Aryan Road. The Rowe army will be cut off from the Imperial reinforcements and fall by our hand. Finally, we'll seize control of Aryan Road and the entire Western Front along with it.
I'm asked a distant relative of the royal family, Duke Ivan, to keep watch over the capital in case of an emergency. Gustav will be staying behind as well. So as long as nothing too extreme happens, we shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Sounds like a plan. Most of the big fights are going to be around Aryan Road, if I had to guess.
No matter what, we need to hurry. We'll be done for if we don't drive them off soon.
Agreed. And my apologies. We always seem to deploy with such haste lately.
It's nothing. It's not like it's your fault or anything. Sure, you're the king and we're your subjects now, but we're your friends before that. We'll do whatever you need of us.
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing before we go.
received word from the church the other day. Seteth and his sister Flame will be joining us from here on out, leading a company comprised of Knights of Seros.
Seteth, huh? I'm not the kind of girl to turn down a helping
Thank you
hand,
so much for
but I
16
can't help but wonder
months.
why.
I haven't had the chance to discuss it with him yet. Perhaps you can ask him yourself if the
And thank you for the
opportunity
sippy.
arises.
I will take that right now. I normally, especially when it's this early, try and do the first couple of stages so we get the cutscenes. I don't have that kind of time today. My boy! Hold on, we gotta go find him. Oh, I don't... What the fuck is this? I have purposely ignored talking to this man in every game that I've played of this. Oh my god.
Do you have a moment?
I don't actually, Dimitri. You're gonna have to hold that thought. I gotta go see Seteth. My boy, get the fuck out of my way. You're so small. You're a small man, actually. Sorry, I wasn't actually reading. The Archbishop is both moved and deeply grateful that the kingdom has accepted us. In her view, it would be lamentable if we met your noble deeds with our own failure to cooperate. Bearing that in mind, we dispatched a portion of the Knights of Seros to rush to your aid.
Uh-huh.
I get the reason, but are you gonna fight too? You're not a knight, just the Archbishop's assistant.
Oh.
And as such, it is my responsibility to stand at the vanguard and oversee the battle in Lady Rhea's stead. The Knights of Seros are the finest in the land. They are every bit as equal to the King's army. I have no doubt that we will be of great service to you. For you, my love.
This is wonderful.
I know. I found it on the ground. Anyway, I didn't realize Seteth was so small. He's just a little guy. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. I will be back Tuesday. I will be back Tuesday with more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't know where we last were in that game. I was running around doing nothing, which is part of the course. So Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are currently Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. 2 p.m. for Xenoblade, and then it's all over the place with this game. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a very lovely evening. I am off tomorrow, but I will see you on Tuesday. Goodbye!